bienvenidos a Sports Life Talk número 78. Ain't nobody messy around. Vamos a platicar todo el show en español hoy.
Así me gusta hablar en español, porque yo soy Mizz el Paso, la más mejor muchacha en todo el mundo. Si me quieres, me hables. Si me hables, te quiero. If you understood that.
Me habla Brittany. Y no comprendo.
Fue perfecto. I had no clue that I was going to start the show in Spanish because we're talking about Messi, so why not? But not in a little acento argentino, all right? No, I'm not playing that game.
Yeah, Argentinians are usually known for their lisp.
Yeah.
And it's too hard to do it.
Che.
You can't lisp.
It's hard for me to do it. I don't know what it is. I feel like if I try to, I'll just spit all over the place. Weird.
That's how I feel all the time.
So what are y'all ladies drinking today?
I am drinking a Waterloo sparkling water lime. And it is delicioso.
Es bien delicioso el Waterloo. I feel like I'm going to be Sábado Gigante. Anybody out there? If you ever watch Sábado Gigante, he's like the Price is Right guy for the Latino channel. And so he'd be like, Waterloo, la más agua en toda vida. And then they start singing songs like Waterloo, Waterloo, me gusta Waterloo, Waterloo. And then the audience goes crazy. It's the best TV you'll ever watch. But I don't even know.
Sábado Gigante is really good. Is that still on?
I don't even think it is. No.
Oh, it should be amazing if it is. Salud, Cool Kev. Hola, Cool Kev. Bienvenidos al show.
Brittany, what are you drinking?
Agua de Jesus.
Oh, I'm drinking Agua de Diablo. Because it didn't come from your house or Elena's house. It's just the nice polluted water that we have sometimes, in our hometown.
Water.
Pretty much. And I actually need it because Elena had the most fire circle chair session I had been to in a very long time. Do you want to describe who was there?
Fue super especial.
Yes.
If I knew any Farsi, I would change to that very quickly. Chitteri, how are you? We had Amira's going to be really proud of that one. So we had a Roots show for Circle Chair Sessions last night. It was the recording. It should be released in about a month, so make sure to stay tuned for that. And we had a Persian folk musician with his partner, Hissam Dapour. I will somehow shoot the link up here for his Instagram. He's absolutely amazing. He's extremely talented. The sound that he could get out of a 2-string, what would be called a guitar now, it was unbelievable. And then we had the absolute firecracker Mary Hammer and her sister Betsy Lee, and they did American folk music, and it was all songs that they wrote themselves. So Hissam took us around basically from the northern region of Iran to the southern region and played different folk music from those areas. And then she took us to folk, little Appalachia, and then Kentucky and Texas, Arkansas folk type music. So it was an awesome show.
It definitely was. And let me just say, this is the exclusive invitation to Circle Chair Sessions. And it is similar to Tiny Desk, but just the most amazing scene of people from different backgrounds. There's a jam session that happens that's off camera that you don't want to miss. And Elena always sets it out with libations and food that's just like, and yesterday she had Jamaican food. It was
Jamaican food. You're making me crazy. And shout out to Fiora's Bottle Shop that is so close to opening because they provided the wine for all of the artists and my guests. And please follow Circle Chair Sessions on YouTube. Subscribe, like, comment. The current show that's up is H-Town Get Down Part Deuce. And so it is a hip hop and R&B show that is currently up. So that's your jams. Check it out.
And let me just say this too, like, there's a lot of people that come visit Houston. They're like, what can I do? What is there to do? There's a lot of people that come to Houston like multiple times. My suggestion, really, if you want to get like the real Houston, like, feel of what's happening music-wise, live music particularly, you got to go to the live Houston TX. Like she said, DM that page and ask to see if you can get on or get a ticket or two to show up to the next Circle Chair.
Yes. So the Instagram is Live Music HTX, all one word, no dots or periods between the words. That other person is an imposter.
Yes. All right. Well, cheers, ladies.
Cheers.
All right. Great. Oh, I got a drink, right? Hold on. Nothing like hot water. Okay.
I'm having jerk chicken tonight, Cool Kev, because I got leftovers.
Yum.
Sounds delicious. All right. So it's time for Fact Checked Against the Glass. And it's again another speed round because you guys like it. And I love speed rounds. So I had posted earlier that it was going to be soccer. Then I realized these ladies are so quick-witted that they would probably Google random, soccer facts and figure it out. So I looked it up on them, and it's random facts about Messi. So those of you who are online, go ahead and start getting your fingers warmed up so you can type what you think the answer is. Remember, this is fake or fact. All right. Numero uno. Why did I say it like that? Numero uno.
Porque hablamos en español toda la noche.
No.
All right. Number one. Fake or fact? Messi joined the FC Barcelona Youth Academy in 2000 at the age of 16. Fake or fact?
What year?
2000. I'll repeat it one more time. Messi joined the FC Barcelona Youth Academy in 2000 at the age of 16.
Fake.
Brittany?
2000. Fact.
It is fake. Fake.
You know how I knew that? Because I know Messi is about my age, and I know exactly how old I was in
I
2000.
don't know how old he is.
Well, he was 13, and just 3 years later, he made his debut for the first team. And the years followed, Messi quickly established himself as one of the greatest players in his generation. All right, number two. And good job. Who was it? It was Cool Kev that got it right.
Yep.
All right. Number two. Messi was born with a growth hormone deficiency.
I would say that is fact because he is really short.
He's little. I'm going to go fact too.
You're going to say fact? All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And it is a fact.
Yes.
At age 13 again. Well, it was actually 11, but at 13 when he signed for football Club Barcelona and moved to Spain, as part of the contract, FC Barcelona agreed to pay for Messi's hormone treatments to try to help him out. Good job, Cool Kev. You guys are for 2 for 2. Let's see if you can be 3 for 3. Fake or fact? FC Barcelona hired Messi by writing his contract on a napkin.
Fact.
Were they having tapas?
So fake or fact? I'm going to say it one more time. FC Barcelona hired Messi by writing his contract on a napkin.
Fake.
All right. And the answer is fact. In 2000, the famous FC Barcelona scout Carles Richard flew to Argentina to see Messi at 12 play football. He was an experienced man, former player and coach, quite used to deal with young sports promises. But he was so excited when he saw Messi, he picked up the ball, carried it, and scored it alone like at the pitch. And then he wrote the contract on a paper napkin and handed it to him immediately. So.
And that is a contract.
And that's a contract.
If Messi signed it.
On the napkin, because I saw the picture of it, it's signed.
Okay.
Yeah. And so, not or pupusas. All right. Number 4. As an ode to his grandmother, Messi points both hands to the sky after scoring.
Is it G Mama is the question, because he does do that.
One more time. As an ode to his grandmother, Messi points both hands to the sky after scoring.
I'm going to say fake.
Fake. I don't.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And it is a fact. As a tribute to his grandmother, Cecilia, Messi credits her with sparking his interest in football and supporting him as he took his first steps to the game. Sadly, she passed away in 1998 and never saw him play at the top level, but his iconic celebration ensures that her spirit lives on.
Cool Cab just got ahead of us by 1.
There you go. Last one. Messi is the youngest Argentinian to play in the World Cup.
Fact.
I bet that was a fact, yeah.
All right.
Because if he started, it's like he committed to FC Barcelona at 13. I don't know what year his first World Cup was, but.
Okay. So it is a fact. Messi made his World Cup debut for Argentina in 2006 at the age of 18, 11 months, and 23 days, thus becoming the youngest Argentinian player to ever play in the competition.
Cool Kev takes that round. Buckeye Britt and I tied.
No, I think that we had the first one different, and
We
I
did.
failed.
And you got one right, and I got one wrong.
Oh, okay.
I got this third one wrong.
This is when I wish I could give Cool Kev like the link and be like, come in and say your.
I took a tally, but this time instead of us taking a shot of whiskey, Cool Kev has to take a shot of whiskey because he won. You're welcome.
And he winged it. I love it. All right, let's move on to update.
Oh, you got 2 wrong? Oh, then we all tied because I only got 1 wrong.
Tiebreaker.
Tiebreaker. You got another one? No, she's like, nah. She's like,
I don't have another one. Dang it.
That was my bad. I was counting his from. I wrote Brittany's and I down.
Right. Well, okay, here. I got one for you.
Okay.
And this one is numbers. You ready? Messi declined to play for Saudi Arabia and decided to go with the MLS Inter Miami.
Mm-hmm.
But the contract for Saudi Arabia was how much amount of money?
$500 million.
Brittany?
280 million.
280 million? And Cool Kev, what do you think it is? We're waiting for his answer in a second. So as we're getting ready, we're waiting for Cool Kev to say this. Let me just say that I am really excited to see Messi in Miami. 750 million. All right. The answer is $400 million a year. Is how much
I win because I was the closest.
Yeah. You went over.
Oh, are we doing?
Didn't state the rules beforehand.
You didn't state the rules first.
Oh God. No.
Okay, Elena wins. She has to take a shot.
Oh, there you go. Mm-hmm. Bam.
I would take a shot, but I don't have time to run downstairs. I promise, Cool Kev, I'll take one whenever we end.
You'll do it on the Instagram, on the story.
There you go. All right.
There you go.
All right. So like I said, I was really excited to see this. Like we said earlier, he declined a $400 million contract to Saudi Arabia and took up Miami they're roughly saying $150 million. His reasoning for that is he said he wants to be able to experience soccer in a different way and enjoy the day-to-day life, and he thinks America will allow him to do that. I hope so. And he's just looking forward to just kind of like just having a slower pace of life, I guess you can say. But I don't know how that's going to happen here.
All right. The score is now Saudi 1, America 1. We are tied at 1. Saudi's taking over golf. America gets Messi.
Yeah.
Your move, Saudi.
Ooh, so are we going to start going down to like tennis?
I didn't get
Is tennis the next? Oh, her blood pressure went up.
Siri did not like that. Your move, Saudi.
Yeah, so what are your thoughts about it?
Well, I want to talk a little bit about social media. So overnight, basically since the announcement. Miami FC has gained 6.9 million Twitter followers, or sorry, Instagram followers. They were at 1 million and now they're at 7.9.
Wow.
Ticket prices for the match in July where they play Cruz Azul, which by the Cruz Azul happens to be mi equipo mexicano. So that's my Mexican team. Go Cruz Azul. Take Messi out. That's supposed to be the first game that he is playing, and prices on tickets have jumped between $800 to $20,000 for that match. So one announcement, and they're paying him, by the way, between 125 to 150 million. It's actually undisclosed right now.
For how long?
That's like for 2 years. So that's 150 for 2 years versus the 400 million that the Saudis offered him. And Cristiano Ronaldo is currently playing for the Saudis for way less than that. So that was kind of a slap in his face. But yes, all ticket prices for the rest of the season for U.S. soccer after that July date that he is supposed to start, all the prices, it doesn't matter if he's playing in Charlotte or if he's playing the Dynamo, the prices are insane. Right now, he is currently in China for a match against Australia and then headed to Indonesia for a match there. And they have been holed up, and none of the players are allowed to leave their hotel because the fans in China have been going so crazy. So everybody's got Messi fever. This is just another move. Southern Florida, I see you.
I'm saying though, well, so Coach just said, it doesn't make any sense because it's making it impossible for fans to go to the game. Beyonce tickets, people paid like $2,000 to be on the floor to see her for like 30 minutes. Not 30 minutes, obviously. It's like 4 hours. But I think soccer fans are just the same. They'll pay as much money as they have to go see him once because it's a once in a lifetime type of thing.
This is football's Taylor Swift.
I like that. So true. Brittany, would you pay?
No.
Okay.
I don't pay either. And now, mind you, those are resale ticket prices. So FC Miami is going to have to figure out how they get the bots and the resellers off of that site. That's going to be their responsibility. He also possibly has part equity. So just like when David Beckham went to go play for the Galaxy, he had part ownership in the team. Got paid way less than Messi at 150. But there is also, I don't know what it's called, but it's basically a clause in MLS that says 3 players can be paid outside of the normal pay structure for these teams. And there are currently 3 players on the Miami's team that are already paid over that structure. So one of them is going to have to be bumped down to regular salary, and Messi is going to take that spot. So I'll be interested to see which player that is.
It's going to be
Messi.
This is like perfect timing because of the World Cup having different cities in the U.S. You already know people are just going to go crazy. So I think this is the perfect setup. This is everything you needed to get people geared up, get them ready, get them involved in the sports, understand the rules, understand the players, start wearing the jerseys, selling all the merchandise, and then come next 2025, it's a wrap. It's going to be so crazy.
Yeah. No matter what, it is huge for U.S. soccer. It's huge for the MLS. You'll probably see more players nearing their retirement or after their retirement doing the same thing, coming to the U.S. and playing. And that's going to really do a lot for the sport.
Yep. All right. Well, let's move on to game 5. And we're going to have to do this pretty quickly. I love Jovic. Like, as you saw in my stories, I posted him at least 5 times because he's that amazing. Like, the whole I want to go home, I felt that in his heart. The other one, which, does anybody really like their job? I was like, well, damn. Felt that too. And then the last one, which was, and I think, Elena, you would probably appreciate this out of anybody, not wanting to shake up the bottle and spray it, but rather just drink it and enjoy it. Like, he picked up the bottle and was like, oh, we're not supposed to chug off of this. Supposed to spray. He like sprayed a little bit and he was like, okay, you guys are stupid. Like, I'm drinking it. Like, and then he went to Michelob Ultra, and I was like, that's my boy, Blue. What are your thoughts?
Well, that's when I got disappointed. Hey, I said Denver in 5, and I was right.
He did.
I said Denver in 5 with not knowing shit, just being like, it's going to be Denver in 5.
Bring you on, Eric.
I am not a basketball guru whatsoever, but we were right on that. So what I was wrong is that I guessed which game they were going to lose incorrectly, but I still got the number of games correct.
Eric, buenos dias.
Hello.
How much money did Drake make? Because I heard that Drake made a lot of money from betting on Denver.
I honestly, I don't know.
All right, I'll look it up as we continue to talk about this Denver game.
But did he make so much money because he put in so much money? Because I think everybody had Denver winning, so the odds wouldn't have been.
Let's see.
He won $830,000 or something like that.
Holy shit, isn't it?
That means that he put it in early, right, Eric?
It kind of depends, like how much.
He put $242,584,000 in.
Oh, that's chump change. Whatever.
So I mean, he probably put it in at the beginning of the playoffs.
So how did you do, Eric?
I did pretty good. I had Denver. I put Denver in at 20-1 back in the summer, and then I had Jamal Murray to have the most assists at 42-1.
Wow.
So I did pretty good. It was a good.
Yeah, that's super cool.
We were all talking about Jovic, and you brought up Jamal, and I saw a video about Jamal, about how he got hurt, and the team was like, we're not going to let you go. We're not going to release you. We're keeping you. And he stayed on, and then, like, look what happened to him now, right? Like, he's pretty much helped, the team make the championship.
Yeah, the first time that the Nuggets have ever won the NBA championship.
Yep. Yeah, he played great. I mean, he was able to, with the defensive schemes, get everyone else involved. But I mean, Miami just didn't have enough. They just were too small to do anything against the Nuggets.
I love it. All right, let's do celebrity gossip really quick. Unless you guys want to talk really quickly about the rugby game.
So fun.
Well, congratulations to the Houston SaberCats because they have clinched a position in the playoffs, and we were at the game that got them closer to doing that. Now, from the points, they had a huge game on Friday, won their final season game here in Houston, but we still had to wait to see if another team lost before we knew if they got into the playoffs, and that team did lose to the Chicago team that has not won a game all year. So thank you, Chi-Town. So SaberCats move into the playoffs. So hopefully next week we might have one of the SaberCats players on. I haven't reached out to him yet, but we'll see.
We'll see.
What are your thoughts, Brittany?
I mean, I don't know. I had a great time. That was fun. It was fun. I like rugby. So
love it.
I don't know what's totally going on, but I know a little bit.
The name of our show next week will be Thick Thighs Save Lives.
And ruin jeans. If you know, you know. All right, really quickly, celebrity gossip. 4 kids were found alive in the Colombian Amazon after being pretty much the plane had crashed. So they were there for 40 days. Their mother passed away, along with the 2 pilots. Those were all the adults. So from the age of 1 to 13, they stayed in the Amazon for 40 days, just like toughing it out. And then they were found by
the tribes in the Amazon were like helping them or whatever.
Exactly. Yeah. So that was just a beautiful story. I literally can't wait for the movie to come out because that's going to be a movie on how they survived the 40 days. But still a touching story. The dad was really happy to see them. Another news. Anita Baker kicks Babyface off her tour. It all stemmed from him being disappointed that he couldn't perform in Detroit because they were waiting too long for Anita to do her sound checks. And so they bumped him off and he was like, sorry, fans who came to see me. Things happen. And it was enough for people to be like, ain't nobody trying to see Anita. We're trying to see you, Babyface. And it created a whole bunch of controversy. And she was like, you need to remember you're number 2 on my tour, not number 1. And so she was like, you know what? You're just off the tour. And he was like, you know what? It's cool. I hope you the best. So he took the high road, but Babyface is no longer on the tour if you're trying to see him.
That's some hot gossip right there.
Right. Pat Sajak, is retiring from Wheel of Fortune. Next season is his last. Now we're going to have to see who's going to take his position. I mean, are we going to get a new Vanna White too? I don't know.
Please don't let it be Nick Cannon.
Oh, gosh. No. It has. Please don't. No. It has to be a comedian, like a really good comedian.
I mean, Nick Cannon is technically a comedian. Please don't let it be Nick Cannon.
It's not funny.
Wheel of Fortune, he wasn't really a comedian. He was just kind of like just a fun guy. So I don't know. We'll see who they get. But that's kind of sad. It's kind of like the end of the era, right? Yeah. And the last thing is Mayweather Gotti the third exhibition fight that occurred. It wasn't the fight that was a fight. It was the fight and the chaos that ensued afterwards. Gotti 3 pretty much got disqualified for holding in the 6th round. And he kept throwing punches, and Mayweather's team went in to try to like stop and block that from happening. And then Gotti's team came in, and before you know it, it was all kinds of ruckus. Seth Rogen, you know what? I'm actually okay with that. So there was a whole bunch of chaos that ensued. Jocelyn Hernandez, if you watch Love and Hip Hop, she ended up fighting Big Lex. It's all on video. It's really kind of sad. You hear this guy saying, stop those girls, pull them off each other, and nobody's doing anything. He's like, y'all are whack. Anyhow, Jocelyn ends up being arrested for assault and some other charges. And it was just, it's one of those things that boxing is starting to kind of get their stamina again, all for this to kind of just, make it ghetto. And boxing's not ghetto. It's a cool sport, and I don't like where it went, but whatever. It is what it is.
Hey, Eric, Bobby Thomas is cussing at you on the chat.
I've known Bobby since I was like 12, so he can, yeah. I've known that guy.
He called you a sly.
I'll let you guys know Bobby's not a real name.
Jocelyn is like a big LeBron. You are right. That's why I don't like her either. All right, Eric, why don't you go ahead and make us some money in Uncle Rico? And this time, look this. I'm writing it down.
Tomorrow, I'm taking the Yankees over the Mets. Cole's on the mound for the Yankees. Mets are only hitting .238 versus righties, which is the 12th worst in the league. Cole, 3 starts back, looked bad, but his last 2 starts, he's only given up 3 combined runs. Flip side, Verlander's on the mound for the Mets. Struggled last outing, 3 innings, 7 hits, 4 runs. Yankees have the 8th most hits against righties and the 6th most RBIs versus righties. So I think they're going to be able to connect to Verlander, who just hasn't looked right this season. So I'll take the Yankees, and you're getting plus money. So I'll take that. And then on Saturday, I'm going to take the first half under in the Generals Maulers game. Whoever loses this game is out. Both these teams have good defenses. They just run the football. So it's going to be a low-scoring game, and in these elimination-type games, I like to play for the first half to be very conservative so people don't want to shoot themselves in the foot. So I'll play the first half under in that.
Which game is that?
That's the New Jersey Generals against the Pittsburgh Maulers in the USFL.
Hey, Uncle Rico, I am first in my baseball fantasy league, and I have been first for the past month, but I'm only up like a half a game. So
that's cool.
Like really nerve-wracking here.
How much money do you get if you win?
0,
but I get a huge trophy, and I love trophies.
I like medals. Okay, for that first half under USFL New Jersey, who am I choosing? Am I choosing New Jersey?
No, just the under of total points.
Oh, okay. So I just pick first half under.
Yep.
Okay. If anybody knows, from the history of watching this show, I'm notorious for picking the wrong bets because I thought I heard something and it wasn't the right one.
Correct.
Well, and also non-betting people are like, wait, do I choose them to win or lose? There's like no such thing as under first half points for us.
I never know. All right. Is that all the bets?
That is all I got.
All right, what you got going on tonight?
We're talking college football. I'll be giving out some college football futures with my boy Chase, who hosts the notorious OTB podcast. So he's coming on. He's a fun dude.
Cool.
I love that name. Okay, so college football, I'm in. I'm going to tell you why. Y'all going to be talking smack, and I got to be there to represent and defend my people.
Mel Tucker is getting fired this year, and it's going to be the best thing to ever happen to Michigan State football.
Okay.
They have the third hardest schedule. This guy is a joke as a coach. Like, they're not going anywhere.
I don't know. I'm depressed again. All right, Elena, what's our players' anthem? Get me back up.
Well,
Get me back up because I'm about to go in on Eric when he starts talking smack again.
This song's a love song, but because it's rock en español, we're taking it back to 1990 with Soda Stereo, an Argentinian rock band, and their song De Música Ligera, which means light music, but they're a rock band, so it's not really light. And that's just from
oxymorons.
And I did a little bit of research on this before the show because I was looking up Argentinian rock bands and I didn't recognize any of them. Sorry, Argentina, you don't have famous musicians whatsoever. But I did know Soda Stereo, so I went on to Spotify. I'm like, I know the name. Do I know these songs? And I do know this song, so I was jamming to it. It's a great tune. Check it out. That is De Música Ligera by Soda Stereo, 1990, rock en español.
Woo! Pues, ¿estás lista para irme ahorita? Okay, I don't know how to say it. Go ahead, take us out.
All right, party people. Don't forget to tune in to eTop 21 Sports tonight. He's got a great guest on. It's going to be popping off, all kinds of betting tips. And make sure to watch Sports Life Talk tomorrow evening, 8 p.m. Central. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Tell your mothers, brothers, lovers, sons, friends to subscribe to Sports Life Talk and to subscribe to Circle Chair Sessions on YouTube. Follow Dresses and Salted Pretzels, Mizz, Paso, and eTop 21 on Instagram. And we out.
Buenas noches.